Hi there. In this video, we're going to learn about using apostrophes correctly. They're pretty easy to use, but you see them used incorrectly more often than correctly, so we're going to fix that today. Apostrophes are used in just two ways. That's right, only two. They show possession and they make two words into a contraction. They do not make words plural, and that's where you most often see the mistake. Go ahead and get your note page ready. It looks like this. You can find an electronic version on Canvas, or if you don't have the notes, just get out a sheet of paper and divide it into quarters. Go ahead and pause this video until you're ready with your note page. First, apostrophes show possession. That'll go in the box in the top left corner. And in the top right corner, contractions. These two columns show the two ways that we use apostrophes. For possession, most of them are pretty easy. We just add an apostrophe S to the end of the word. Dad's book, Kyle's pencil, Jana's purse. That's easy. Nobody messes that up. But here's where the problem comes in. Sometimes it can get confusing if we have a word ending with S. So, for example, the last name Sanders, we're writing about his essay. We just add an apostrophe S, same way that we do anything else. So it's Sanders's essay. If we're talking about more than one person, like their last name, so my house also belongs to Mr. Dewing. There are two of us, so it's the Dewings, which is plural. Then I add the apostrophe. So the Dewings house belongs to the two Dewings. Okay, here's where you see apostrophes used incorrectly all the time. They still should show possession. So if we're talking about 1980s fashion, that's the fashion that belongs to the 1980s, so we include that apostrophe. But if we're just talking about the 1980s in general, like in the 1980s, people had really bad hair, there's no apostrophe because there's no possession there. We're just talking about the plural, that decade from 1980 to 1989. Contractions are when we take two words and squish them together. These are pretty easy as well. Did not becomes didn't, have not becomes haven't, cannot becomes can't, will not becomes won't, would have becomes would have, what's is a little bit tricky, what is what's. We go back to possession. Now we're going to take a look at pronouns. Pronouns are those words that replace a noun, so that when we're writing, we don't say, Kyle dropped his pencil on the floor. Kyle's pencil is purple. Kyle needs to sharpen his pencil. It gets really repetitive and annoying. We use pronouns, and you do this all the time without thinking about it. His, her, your, our, my, their. Those are pronouns that show possession. If it belongs to him, it's his. If it belongs to you, it's your book, your house, your school. Here's the two tricky ones. Its and whose. These still show possession, but they look a little weird. ITS, its, is the possessive form, like give the dog its bowl. Whose is also possessive. Whose book is this? Who left their papers on the floor? Contractions using pronouns work the same way as contractions without pronouns. So you are becomes your, I am becomes I'm, he is becomes he's, she is she's, we are is we're, Al, there, is they are. Those are easy. Now here's where it's tricky. It's that it's and whose again. IT apostrophe S is it is. WHO apostrophe S, whose, is who is. So with these two pronouns, we need to pay attention to figure out when you use an apostrophe or not. It's okay to stop and think, okay, am I saying it's belonging to something or it is? Ask yourself that question when you're writing so that you don't make that mistake. Thanks for watching this video. Remember that you can rewind and review anything that you need to, and I hope you use apostrophes correctly. Have a great day.